Welcome to the beginning of this video series in which I'm titling The Inner Game of Handling Situations. You know, as business owners, there's all sorts of things that we have to handle throughout the course of our day and throughout the course of our career. And being able to handle those situations the right way, or at least the most optimal way, is going to help lead you to having much more success in your career. So we're going to deal with things that come up. Different things I already referenced those are like situations. I also call those events. These are going to be events that are going to come up that we have to deal with. And I've kind of put them in three different kinds of categories for events. Let's look at this one. An emotional reaction. That's one kind of event. Let's look at some of these examples. Someone left a bad Google review, or there was an error in calculating your taxes and now you owe the IRS a big bill in 3 days. A staff person just did something that lost a sale, or someone forgot to place an order for a key item and now you're having to scramble to try to find a replacement somewhere else. All of those different kinds of things you can imagine would elicit some sort of emotional reaction. How about this when you have to deal with another individual or even with a group of people? That could lead to some moments of conflict. Let's say, for example, you have two employees that are just not getting along. Well, you, as the business owner, have to take care of that, or at least intervene in some way to kind of get things going back smoothly. How about a delivery did not arrive on time, and now you have an upset customer? Another thing you have to deal with. How about an employee has a poor attitude, and now it needs to be addressed. But it's a really valuable employee who does a good job, but they just have a really bad attitude. And so, you can't have them have a bad attitude, but you also really like the function that they do. How are you going to handle that situation? And the third type is not so much of a situation or event that happens, but it's more like your desire for improvement. Let's just say you want to increase the number of patients or customers you see per day, or you want to grow your revenue, or you want to be known for something in your community as being kind of the go-to person for whatever that thing is. These are all things that are going to have to play into what you're going to do with now this event or this situation that now you want to actually improve upon. So you have these different types of events. Something that elicits an emotion, something that involves conflict, or something that you want to grow and desire for yourself. But here's the problem, with all these different events and having to deal with them, is that when we keep having all of these different situations that are coming at us daily and weekly, it seems like it's a never-ending list of things that are going on that require our attention. Feelings that often I hear from other dentists and other business owners, they feel overwhelmed, frustrated, fatigued, burned out. And over time, their career is flat. They're just so tired of dealing with the battle every day and every week that they just kind of resign themselves and just kind of coast. And so their careers are flat. Then you can imagine, of course, since we spend so much time at our businesses or offices, that when we leave, some of that stuff going on comes home with us. And so it kind of starts to affect our personal lives as well. So what's the solution to this problem? Well, my answer is that when you're handling this is that you become self-aware in solving your issues. See, it's one thing to just go out there and try to fix stuff, but if you don't know about yourself first, it's going to be very difficult. You're going to seem to be repeating the same thing over and over. If you're more self-aware, you're going to have more control in navigating through these different situations. Also, part of the solution is going to be, let's come up with something that's going to be a shorthand system how you can actually implement it. It's one thing to kind of know this stuff theoretically, but how are you actually going to apply it when you're back in your office? And so during these couple different videos, you're going to see the system laid out and how you can handle this so you can better direct your decisions going forward. Because what the kind of outcome that we want is that we want you to be a forward-moving leader who's directing your destiny. That's what we're wanting for you, is that for you to feel like you're once again in control of what's going on and that you're actually moving forward. You're not being stuck, spinning around in a circle. You're not frustrated and fatigued, but you're actually taking care of the stuff that needs to be taken care of, and you're moving forward. Now, I have kind of created a shorthand thing for this called EMOCAR. That's going to go through this sequence. See, it spells out EMOCAR right there. This acronym right here. We're going to start with the event. I just kind of talked about what those are. All those different things that happen. Those three different types of events. From that, we're going to derive a meaning, develop some options, choose an option, select a course of action, take that action, and then see what the result is. That is what EMOCAR is. It's a sequential series of things we're going to go through in order to make more effective decisions in handling situations that come along. But here's the problem. We can go through this stuff and logically understand this, but under each one of these steps, you are going to still have you, and you are a human being that has got emotion. And so dealing with the emotions, hence the name inner game of handling situations, is dealing with the emotional component when it comes to all of these different things you deal with in your business. So this is the inner game of handling situations. Look forward to seeing you on the next video.